The collapse of the Japanese yen to new lows, despite massive intervention of the Bank of Japan, and the collapse of the yuan after the Communist Party Congress, show that the rhetoric and the narrative created in the past years, saying that there were numerous alternatives to the US dollars and fiat currencies, has proven to be false. It only took a few modest rate hikes to show that once the tide comes down, a lot of those fiat currencies remain naked. And the big problem here is that the Bank of Japan is intervening, making its currency weaker by imposing and implementing what they call limitless policy. Limitless means printing massively, and what ends up happening is that they weaken the currency by getting rid of reserves. Intervention of more than $30 billion has still not created a significant improvement, and the reality is that you don't hear much about all of this because Japan was considered the poster boy of Keynesian policies. It was considered the country that could increase debt endlessly, that could increase government expenditure endlessly without risk, and that could monetize all of that expenditure without any problem. And now, just a modest increase in inflation has created this massive problem. And in the previous crisis, we saw the results being shown in the real estate sector. In this crisis, what we're seeing is that the problems are being accumulated where? In currencies that have been implementing a massive and massively more expansionary policy than that of the Federal Reserve, in an environment in which they were not paying attention to global demand. And it only takes a couple of rate hikes to create this massive turmoil. The yuan, the yen, the euro, the pound, obviously, none of them have proven to be a contender for the US dollar. And with those rate hikes, the Federal Reserve has proven to the world yet again that the position of the US dollar as world reserve currency has been cemented yet further.